All right, good news. My first C8 is in. It's going into Matic Chevrolet, which is over in Detroit. So I have to fly to Detroit early this week, and I'll pick it up. Don't remember what color it is, but it's not blue. I definitely know the first one's not blue. But I'm excited to get that. It's a C8. It's going to be the first rental C8 in the country that I'm aware of, and I'm excited to allow everybody to get the opportunity to drive it. My question is whether I fly over there, drive it around, and ship it back, or if I just take the 9-hour drive back from Detroit over to New York. With everything going on, maybe I'll just take that time and just zing right back, book a one-way flight to Detroit for 36 cents, and then get some seat time behind that car and get the break-in period done. This Corvette here, I'll probably keep this. I've got 3 C8s coming in. I'll probably offload the Z06 when I get either the third C8, which is the convertible, or get a Z06. So this one's here for a while as well. So I'll have at least 3 throughout the summer. Coming over here on the blue cars, my Corvette, I got to get this thing ready to go. So there was a track event this weekend. I'm not going to end up making it down to that. But I've got to get the catch can in. And that's one of those things that, I've pointed it out. I've just not gotten around to it. And the catch can is over on this side. These are the only things I need to do in order to get this thing going. There's 3 things on my list. One is get this to a catch can so it's not just venting to atmosphere, because it makes my hood smoke, and I panic myself every time I see it. It's still drivable, but I'm not going to race it like that. And then I have to do the aluminum under tray underneath to keep the airflow forced through the V-mount, which is down there, the radiator and the intercooler like this. If I put the aluminum there on the bottom, it will force the air to go through both of those and keep this thing nicey nice. Lastly, I have to get a new, or actually 2 more things. I got to get the new hot side manifold created. Probably going to require a trip to Fab Speed. Cooks, maybe, I don't know, one of those guys. I'll need somebody, or if you know somebody who wants to fab up this this hot side manifold. I've got my new turbo over there from Garrett. That's going to go on here, and I'm going to retune it. Why am I going to retune it? Because I want to run more boost. I want to see what this baby's going to do. I've been inspired by Rob Dahm actually finishing his car. The weather's warming up. Lots of good stuff. I think it's time for me to push this. Look, it's an LS engine. If I blow it up, I blow it up. But I want to see if I can push this up to, say, 900 wheel. And if I can squeeze 900 wheel out of it, it'll be a better contender against Rob in at least some of the straight line stuff. I could always dial it back, and I'll likely dial it back for the road course. The road course, I like the 650, 700 wheel horsepower. I think that's a really strong. This car is very, very strong in that range. It's with the weight and everything else. To run 650, 700, it puts it to the ground, it goes, and it stays pretty cool. But I also want to be able to, turn it up a little bit for those burnout contests and like half-mile things. That I may not do the same as if he's pushing 1,500 horsepower, but I'll give it the old college try. At least it won't be such a discrepancy. Lastly, what I have to do is get this thing to start. Now, one of the problems I've been running into, let's see if this has juice. Somebody left the battery on. Nah, it's pretty dead, I think, but let's see. One of the problems that it's having is it's not starting because I'm not getting enough power to the computer, apparently. And, this is a pretty stout battery. If you look, just come on this angle here so you can see it. Well, yeah, now it's definitely not getting enough power. So I'm not even going to bother starting it. But I was told to put a bigger battery with more cold cranking amps. I put like a brand new battery in this thing, and this computer seems to need more. Need more. I was thinking about daisy chaining like a small battery and putting it behind the dash just for the computer. That may be like a more comfortable way to go for me than just putting a larger battery. But we'll see how that works. I want to see if I can find out maybe I'm losing a little bit through the battery cable coming from the back of the car. Whatever it is, I have to make this car reliably start. When it's running, it's perfectly fine. I just don't want to run into an issue where it's not going to start and I'm going to be stuck somewhere, because this car raises questions if it's standing still. Okay, it looks fun to get out of, but it really is fun to get out of. It's easier to get out of when it's on fire. Ask Justin. But yeah, so I'll get this thing done. I'll get it up and running, and doesn't really need anything beyond that. If you see over here, I've got these. I'm going to put these up in the store. I forgot about that. I've got these banners, which there's one here, and this is at Daytona. I'll make more banners throughout the year. And another one here. They're about wingspan, but I don't know, let's just say that's 4 feet by 2 feet, if I were to guess. And they're pretty cool. They're nice quality. They're good garage art. You can see how much the water's dripping off of everything. That was a wet day at Daytona. But it was a fun day. But if you want a banner, check them out. I'm going to put them in the Super Speeders merch store. Link in the description. I'm going to do another giveaway. I'm going to do some more merch, do another giveaway. I don't know what I'm giving away yet. If you buy a banner, by all means, they're made to order. And then I will grandfather you and you'll get opportunities to win probably one of the Adventure Drive spots this year. I'll have to figure out the car situation. Maybe you'll go with me. Maybe I'll put you in with a car. Maybe you could bring your own car. I'll leave that open. But I'll start doing the merch drops a little bit more frequently, just to keep things going. I do merchandise once a year, and it becomes overwhelming. And I've got my label printer now, and I just don't get around to it. So check out superspeedersmerch.com. I'll put a link in the description. You can nab one of these, and if you want it signed, I don't know if I can sign them, because they're printed and shipped and made to order. If you really want it signed, let me know. I'll see if I can make it happen. If not, you may have to bump into me in person to get that done. Otherwise, I think it makes some pretty awesome garage art. I think I like this one better, me personally, because this is on the banking. That's me. Like, you get the good side, because the other thing I forgot about the car, the one marker light is out. It's like a 12-cent light bulb. I just never change it. But it's got the good side. The hood doesn't look so terrible and everything like that. I'm happy with it. So check out superspeedersmerch.com. I'm going to get this thing running. I'm going to race Rob Dahm. I'm going to schedule this whole year's worth of activities, and you'll start seeing some life breathed into the channel. I've been focusing heavily on the house, and now that my house is actually looking like a house, I can sort of step back and start playing with cars some more. And the warm weather, it's got me itching. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. So you guys are familiar with my other company, Adventure Drives, right? Well, this year we've got 2 trips coming up. One which is starting in Seattle and ending in Jackson Hole in July. That's going up through the Canadian Rockies, coming down through Banff, Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and Grand Teton National Park. It's going to be phenomenal. Also, we're going to be going to Scotland in October. We're going to be doing Scotch distilleries, playing golf at St. Andrews if you want to do that, walking around, seeing lakes, waterfalls, driving the North Coast. It's going to be an amazing trip. Prices start as low as $2,500 per person for the shorter trip in Scotland, about double that for the longer trip in July. If you're interested in going, check out the link in the description.